The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nicole. I'm with Insurance Agency Marketing Services. Today we will be joined by Brett Walderbach, Regional Sales Consultant at North American, for an in-depth look at the SDAX product. I will follow up with each and every one of you after the webinar to answer any of your questions, so please just jot them down. First thing I want to talk about is our new producer builders. We have 3 levels, as you can see. The $100,000 level, which gives you some great cash and marketing assets that you can add to your business, as well as the $300,000 level and the $500,000 level, which gives you a couple seminar, coaching, and mailing options, and a Ritz-Carlton travel package for you and a guest. The next thing we are going to talk about today is the Iams Business Builders. That is our referred producer program. When you refer a client to Insurance Agency Marketing, you will receive a $50 cash bonus. And then as that agent continues to write business, you will receive a 20 basis point override on each piece of their issued business. This is not an agent hierarchy, so you don't get into a chargeback position. This is just our way of saying thank you for the referral. We also have a marketing reimbursement program. So for $1,000 of annuity premium, you will receive $100 in your marketing reimbursement account. And I must correct myself here, $100,000 of annuity premium, you will receive $100 in your marketing reimbursement account. The main focus at Iams is back office support. We want to help you work smarter and not harder. We help you from submission to commission. We have great business building tools and resources. You have access to us from 8 o'clock Central Time till 5:30 Central Times daily for any assistance with case design. You have forms at your fingertips through our website. You get your life and annuity quotes within 24 hours. And we have sales expertise and coaching with our top agents. And our paperless contracting system, which once you enter yourself into our paperless contracting system, it is as simple as an email to get contracted with any additional carriers you would choose to contract with. Our creative marketing department is a great asset to you. We can start you off with your branding and your logo designs. We can get you brochures, any advertising. We can help you with social media. We can help you with your website, online newsletters. Our graphics design team is incredible. If you have not utilized them, please reach out to Jacob or Sean. They would be happy to assist you in any of your creative marketing needs. Our website is an excellent sales tool. You can do quotes. You can get your forms online, any apps that you might need. We have industry links. We have our current annuity news and annuity grid and a long-term care product grid on there. And then we have our sales resource library, which has a vast array of marketing materials that you have access to with the click of a mouse. Iams Wealth Management is something that we launched about 20 months ago. If you have your Series 65 or are a CFP, that's all it takes to join. If you have a client that has $500,000 and you can only place $400,000 of it with Athene, this is a great opportunity for you to have another avenue of placement of the client's funds. At this time, I'm going to launch my first poll question. Would you like more information on Iams Wealth Management? This is going to just prompt Mike or Charles to give you a call. The sooner we get these questions answered, the sooner we can turn it over to Brett and learn about the new SDAX product with North American. All right, we're going to close our poll out. Now we're going to talk about our Life and Annuity Academies. These are an excellent opportunity for you. These are 2.5-day training academies. We fly you in on a Wednesday afternoon. We have a marketing meeting that evening. The next day you will spend with some of our top producers. This is more of a marketing summit rather than a product informational summit. We do this in order to help you grow your business with different ideas that our top producers have used to get from the bottom to the top. We go over everything that you need to know about growing your business at these academies. They're an excellent opportunity for you. And I'm going to launch my next poll question, which is just, would you like more information on our Life and Annuity Academy? By answering yes, we will get you more information about the academies in 2019. We just wrapped up our last Life and Annuity Academy at North American a couple weeks ago. We had excellent feedback from that, from all of the agents who did attend. As I said, it is the best 2.5 days you will spend learning how to grow your business. All right, I'm going to close this poll out here. And I am going to turn it over to Brett. But first, I need to talk about our marketing summit of 2019. It will be down in Naples, Florida. The invitational period started January 1st of 2018 and runs till June 30th of 2019. So still plenty of time to get business submitted and issued. With any combination of the things listed here, we'll get you and a guest an all-expense paid trip to Ritz-Carlton in Naples, Florida. They have excellent golfing, a phenomenal spa, anything that you would like to do, and it really lets you get a feel for the Iams family. With that, we're going to change over to Brett.
All right. Well, thank you, Nicole. Appreciate having me on here today, and definitely think I got a great solution for everybody to help you get to that $3 million annuity premium target to get you on that trip to Naples at the Ritz-Carlton. So before we talk about the Strategic Design Annuity X, I just want to share a little information here. So the annuity industry right now is really ripe for some disruption. So right now there's really an arms race out there about guaranteed income roll-ups or participating income roll-ups and income streams that generate. And really there's a big key ingredient that is missing, and that is a personalized income design that can be as dynamic as your client's retirement. So, and this is where we're introducing the industry's X factor with the SDAX as we're shorting this. And of course, the insurance industry needs another acronym, but it is the Strategic Design Annuity. So one of the things that I want you to know just from a spec standpoint, so you understand what clients you'll be targeting with this solution. So we do have issue ages from 50 to 79. So we do have a minimum premium, regardless of tax status, of qualified or non-qualified, of $50,000. So one thing it's important to know, it's a 10-year surrender, and it's 10-10 compliant, meaning the surrender charge is never more than 10%. So we do offer systematic withdrawals. So I think one thing that's important to understand is where we've fallen short in previous, and we haven't had the ability up until later this year to offer systematic monthly distributions to be able to come from an annuity, and that really helps us achieve that goal of being able to create that personalized income design and being able to allow those clients to take those systematic withdrawals before they trigger that lifetime income. And like most of our products, we do offer a standard nursing home confinement waiver where we'll waive the surrender charges if the client should be confined during the surrender period before they take that lifetime income. So let's get you through the compliance pieces here. I'll go through the disclosure slides real quick here, so just put on your speed reading, standard information here. Now let's talk about what sets the Strategic Design Annuity X apart from any other fixed index annuity. It is a single premium product. It combines accumulation potential with innovative solutions and features that allow you to strategically plan for retirement income. I don't want you to get lost in this. This is an income-focused product with a build-up period of up to 20 years with a minimum wait of 10 years for that income. But with this design, we have given clients a wide variety of tools to how they can really deaccumulate those assets. So the SDAX has the industry's first enhanced penalty-free withdrawal feature, which while that annuity is growing, they have the ability to take, again, fixed, predictable income of up to 32% of the initial premium during their penalty-free withdrawal period during that surrender. So we've also addressed concerns of a highly volatile market. We're coming off the best 10-year S&P run in history. So where the market's seen growth of over 300%. So there's a lot of concern in the industry about what happens when you have these participating income strategies out there and they return zeros. Well, with the SDAX, we're introducing the new inverse edge strategy to the S&P 500, which takes advantage of those negative years and can give you up to a 16% growth to your income benefit base during that down year. And we're going to cover that in some great detail here in a little bit. So let's talk about how we build the X factor to the annuity industry. So one, we're helping clients create that income that they can't outlive in retirement. So a really unique strategy on how you can deaccumulate those assets in retirement. And we're offering our guaranteed lifetime withdrawal benefit, a 200% of your interest credited for up to a 20-year deferral. So that's how we're going to help build up that guaranteed lifetime income bucket. So the other thing that we have to address is what happens when I need money from my annuity. I need to bridge that gap to that 10 years to where I turn on that lifetime income and taking predictable income out of there. So how do we design that plan as dynamic as your client's life? So we introduce a first to market enhanced penalty-free withdrawal feature that offers up to 32% penalty-free withdrawal of the client's initial premium annually. And again, if you defer it to up to 32%, you lock that in as your penalty-free withdrawal amount for the remainder of the surrender schedule. So each year, you would have the ability to pull that same exact amount out as much as up to 32%. Now, not everyone will need 32%, but it creates a lot of flexibility. So, and again, I mentioned this earlier, there's a lot of concerns about market corrections, market downturns. We've seen a lot of red lately in the S&P 500 in the equity market, and that's causing a lot of concern with clients because there's clients out there that have not seen negative returns in over 10 years. And they remember what that last negative return was because it was almost over 50% loss back in 2008. So we've addressed this, again, with another first-to-market interest crediting strategy linked to the S&P 500 called the inverse edge trigger. This is offering you growth when the market is down, either a 2% credit or an 8% credit to your cash accumulation value, which means up to 4 or 16% credit in your income benefit base with that power of 200%. So a 200% participation that enhanced penalty-free withdrawal benefit that's first to market, as well as the new first to market inverse edge crediting strategy based off the well-known S&P 500, we have delivered the industry's X factor. And that's how we get to the X of the SDAX. This is what sets this product apart up against any other fixed index annuity in the marketplace. And here is our kind of competitive or sales piece to that that is available for you to utilize. It would be for agent use as you're understanding how this product works and how it sets itself apart. One thing that I want you to know, so all premium products and services out there that you or your clients take advantage of, so they're not at a cost. So the SDAX is not a no-fee product. It does have a fee of 95 basis points annually that it charges. With that fee, you are getting a premium top-of-market, top income solution in the marketplace today. So the fee allows us to do some very unique things in this product that are not being done in the marketplace today. So in the 95 basis points is on the extremely low end of what it costs for a strong lifetime income product. So again, I want to talk about how the 200% works and give you a visual. So if your client in their first year of their annuity contract earn an interest credit of 3.5%, that benefit base, it turns into 7%. And that is compounded interest. It's not interest based off the initial premium. That's simple interest. This is compounded interest. If in the following year it earns 5.2%, that's 10.4. If in the third year it's 1.7, that's 3.4. In the fourth year, if there was a scenario where you received a zero, 200% of zero is still zero. That's why we have great diversification options like the inverse edge trigger to remove those zeros. If you can put a portion of those premiums in that crediting strategy, we would remove that. And then if in that fifth year we have 4.1, that is 8.2. The biggest thing that I want you to take away from this slide is two things. So this 200% doubled up index crediting and that benefit base is for 20 years. And you do not need extraordinary performance from the market to get extraordinary growth in that benefit base, with us allowing you to double up. That 200% is contractual. That's not changing. So your participation rates and your caps will change on an annual basis. Those will be subject to annual renewal, but that 200% is not going anywhere. So here's a great piece that we have from our marketing team that really enhances that power of 200%, allowing you to double up. So, and right now, I think a great barometer of where this product can perform is always by looking at the guaranteed. So if it doesn't do anything for that 10-year wait before you turn on income, it's going to always be your premiums. In this example, it's $100,000. So I would never recommend 100% allocating to one strategy, but for conversation purposes, we're just going to use our S&P Mark V, which is a multi-asset risk control of the S&P 500 at 100% participation is what we're currently offering on an annual reset. So if in the lowest 10 years of indexing from 1998 to 2008, which saw two significant financial downturns in there, with the tech bubble from 99, 2000, 2001, where you had 3 consecutive double-digit years of losses to the equity market, and 2008, where it was over 45, 48, 50% equity loss, that this still had an annual effective roll-up rate of 8.31 compounded. That takes your $100,000 of premium, turns it into a protected guaranteed lifetime income value of $222,889 or $189. No, you don't walk away with that, but you turn that into a lifetime stream of income, $12,220. That is in the lowest possible years of indexing crediting. So, and there is 4 negative years out of a 10-year period. So that's a powerful statement to be able to show that 8% compounding return that over doubles that investment for that benefit base for generating income. If you look at the most recent 10 years, so that's showing at an 11.6%, so which takes your 100,000 to just shy of 300,000, giving you guaranteed lifetime income of 16,481. And then, of course, if we look at the highest 10 years, 2001 to 2011, that is 14.22%, taking that 100,000 and almost turning it to 400,000, what, 377, but that's 20,000 of annual income that you can count on for the rest of your life. And that's level income. There is an increasing option out there as well if you want to see that increasing income. So again, that double up power of 200% will give you the highest guaranteed income potential out of any other product in the marketplace today. I mentioned earlier that with a premium product like this and other products that you're paying for out there, they are not without some sort of small fee. So in the SDX does have that reasonable fee of 95 basis points. It gives you that power of 200%. It gives you that enhanced withdrawal penalty schedule that we're going to talk about during the surrender. And it also gives you the ability to have that unique inverse edge strategy and allowing us to price that inside of there. So an additional benefit on top of that enhanced penalty-free withdrawal that I want to share with you is an accumulation value step up. So in the previous slide, we showed 10 years on the guarantee side, so you'd have $100,000 for guaranteed lifetime income. What that slide doesn't show you is if you wanted a walkaway value in the 9th and the 10th year, your policy statement would show you if it's a $100,000 example, $100,000 in the 9th year minus your surrender charges, and in the 10th year, $100,000 and no surrender charges, because once you've completed that year, you would at least, at a minimum, have your premiums to walk away with. All your fees would have been refunded if your index crediting performance didn't at least carry you to your premium amount. So in layman terms, what's that mean? You can put in $100,000. If the equity market as we know it falls apart today, the U.S. essentially turns into a third world country. So you would have your premiums to walk away with. Your fees would have been refunded, or you can turn on your lifetime guaranteed income. And your fee would continue in the 11th year and beyond. So you have the ability to walk away with your premiums at the end of the surrender schedule at a guaranteed minimum. There's not many fee products out there that will allow you to do that. The ones that I know about reside here at North American. We've talked about a lot of exciting information, and I'm sure a lot of you have wanted to see, show me how this enhanced penalty-free withdrawal schedule works. So here's how it works. Here's the visual piece that's coming straight from our brochure. You have a base withdrawal starting in year 2 of 7%. Every year you do not take a withdrawal, we're providing an enhanced rate to it. So in year 2, you can add 3% to that, we'll give you 10%. Penalty-free withdrawal. If you want to take that year, you will lock in 10% penalty-free off your initial premium for the remaining of the surrender schedule. If you don't take that year 2, then it's up to 12% available for you in the following year with that 5% enhancement. If it is year 4, it is 7% enhancement, making it 14%, 9% in year 5, making it 16%, 13, 18, and 25. If you haven't started to catch on yet, if say we're in the 5th year and we want to take 16% of our initial premium and we take that full amount and we have the ability to take that same dollar amount for the remaining 6 years, you can effectively start to deaccumulate your premiums out of there, spend them, reinvest them, whatever you would like to do over the course of the remaining surrender schedule. And you will, again, even with that fee, be able to withdraw your premiums back out of there. But what I'm going to show you here in a little bit is how not only can you do that, you can also have a guaranteed lifetime income stream that is all based off the interest you earn in the contract. So let's take a look at that here now. Give me 1 second here while I pull up an example of the SDAX. So this is very simple. So I did $250,000. So I used a couple of strategies. This screen right here is going to show you your lifetime payout percentages. I'm just going to leave this up here for just a little bit before we move forward. If you do joint life, it reduces it on level or increasing 50 basis points. So, but you have the ability to start taking income with that minimum issue age of 50 as early as age 60. And then it does have a 10 basis point increase each and every year as your age gets older. So here's how I allocated I did 25% to the annual S&P participation rate. That rate is declared at 45% right now. I also did 25% into the inverse edge. So we will kind of talk about how this works in a little bit as well, but that gives you up to that 8% declared rate in a negative market. And then I did 50% into a 2-year bucketing strategy. It's the S&P Mark V. So, and it is also crediting at 130% over that 2-year benchmark. So half of my money is performing on an annual reset. The other half of my money is on a 2-year reset to try to maximize my gains with over participation in that Mark V. So one of the objectives with this potential case and the sales idea is to be able to fund travel, maybe college tuition for a child or a grandchild. So and be able to pull that predictable income that they need each and every year for their objectives. They want to enjoy retirement. They want to spend those assets, or they want to be able to give back to a grandchild or a child if they need help with college. So what we're showing here is on the guaranteed illustration, you can pull in the 6th year, the 6th year, this would be 20%, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000 consecutively for those 5 years. And effectively, surrender out that annuity over the remainder of that time. If there was no interest crediting earned, obviously there's no guaranteed lifetime income to be able to take income off of. So this essentially allows you to repay yourself your premiums over time. So you're none the wiser from the fee because you never were essentially charged that fee because of the that account value true up that takes place in the 9th and the 10th year. So again, another great feature inside of this product. But now let's apply some indexing credits from those 3 strategies. So one of the things I want to point out here, how many zeros did we return during the 10-year wait? So I know we're all on a listen only line, but we didn't return any zeros. So because we had that inverse edge strategy that's there with 25% of the money each and every year. And every other year, we have the ability to capture some bigger returns from my 2-year crediting strategy. So we annually were getting an effective rate of about 5.1%. We're doing the same thing. We're pulling out that lifetime income, or we're not the lifetime income yet. We're pulling out those systematic withdrawals, 20% of the initial premium, giving that fixed predictable income for those retirement objectives so they can enjoy those assets in retirement and really travel, help pay for tuition, whatever they want to do, remodel their house, buy a new car, buy a boat, whatever that is, enjoy it. And then when it came to age 65, they turn on guaranteeing lifetime income of over $7,000 based off of the interest they earned in that contract. They've already recovered all of their premiums. So if you've had conversations before about lifetime income riders really don't provide any benefit because I have to live past my mortality table just to get my premiums recovered. Well, let me show you how to do that before you actually turn on that lifetime income. Take it off our dime. And that's, again, why we charge the 95 basis points to allow you to be able to do this and continue to be able to count on that money for the rest of your life. On our commencement day where we force that annuitization age 115, so we're showing that for 50 years of distributions, after you pulled your premium, you've paid yourself $620,000 over that lifetime, and you had that average of about 5% return. Right in the wheelhouse of an index annuity using multiple strategies, ensuring that your index crediting is never getting to zero, especially when you're trying to leverage that power of 200%. Give me a second here. We'll get back to the presentation. But I think this is a really powerful story. Now, if you don't want to show those withdrawals coming out, that's a great additional feature, and you want to show where's the highest income going to be, this product should yield it for you each and every time. So again, I just want to walk through. I know we provided the visual and the illustration, but that account value step up will guarantee that at least in the 9th and 10th year, you will have all your premiums available to you. So that way in the 10th year, you could walk away from that. Essentially, it would refund all those rider charges. It would take into account any partial withdrawals at that time that you've taken, but it will make sure that at least you have a walk away of all your initial premium. As we saw it on the illustration, for those lifetime income payment amounts, that's a key part of this product. So you have the choice, and you have the choice at income start, not at the time where you're papering the contract with your client. but at the income start, whether you want to have that level payments for the rest of your life, or if you want to take an increasing payment. So we'll increase your payment 100% of the index crediting return, even when you spend the contract down and through zero. What we will do then is just lock in your index allocation at that time. They're not able to be changed again. We also have an LPA, or a lifetime income payout multiplier. What we will do in this product is we will double your payment 2 times for up to 5 years. And you're probably expecting me to say for that nursing home confinement. So no, it is not for a confinement rider. It is if your client, during the income distribution phase, can't perform 2 of 6 activities of daily living. 2 of 6, no underwriting. So you're probably thinking to yourself, oh my, this could be a fantastic long-term care alternative to create some additional income, and they don't have to go to confinement. They can stay at home. 76% of retirees would prefer to stay at home and wish they would have the ability to compensate the loved ones that are taking care of them. This product gives you the ability to do that, and also compensate those people that are sacrificing their time to be able to do that as well. So all you need for that is, 1, no underwriting to this product. So it's all in the disclosure of what the activities of daily living are. And we need a doctor's note. As elementary as that sounds, I need a doctor's note that states the client can't perform 2 out of 6 ADLs. Let's say they rehabilitate after 2 years of taking those payments. Turn that off. That's fine. Continue your payment as it was. And then if you can't perform 2 out of 6 again, as long as you have $1 left in your account value, you can turn on that doubling benefit again and finish out your remainder of the 5 years. They do not need to be consecutive. So if you haven't caught the theme that I talked about early, flexibility, a dynamic tool, the X factor in today's industry. And here is what the ADLs consist of: bathing, eating, continence, toileting, dressing, transferring. So again, if they can't perform 2 out of these, they can get that multiplier. Other thing I want to show you here is the annuity indices. It's the S&P 500. So I hear a lot about, oh, annuities are getting more and more complex. They're more complex. There's so many moving parts. I would challenge anybody on that the annuity is still principal protected. It participates in growth, and for products like this, offer guaranteed lifetime income. Very simple features. What can become confusing is the over 100 exotic design indices out there that are meant to control volatility. So we've partnered with the S&P 500. One, they're a household name, and they have a great track record, and their indices are transparent or easily tracked. So we use the monthly cap, the annual point-to-point cap, which is the only truly cap strategy on there, the inverse edge. So we have an annual point-to-point with participation to the S&P 500, and the S&P's Mark V, which is a multi-asset risk control. Real quickly, that is equities from the S&P 500, gold, and interest rate futures. So, and they control that to a 5% target volatility. Very simple. It's all equity-based to the S&P 500, gold, and U.S. interest rates. And then we also have 2-year participation on that as well. 1 year is at 100%, 2-year is at 130%. Let's spend a little bit more time here on that inverse edge. So I showed you in the indice or the illustration that I benchmarked 25% of the allocation to that. So if it's positive, so this credit's 0. And that's why I only put a small portion of there, say 25%, because I want it to cover me in any of those down years where my participation rate to the S&P and my Mark V might not have as much returns, or the true total return S&P might not have anything. So if it's positive, those strategies take advantage. This hits 0. If it's 0 performance to the S&P for the year, flat growth, 2% credit. If it's slightly negative, negative 3%, that's 2%. If it's more negative, say double-digit negative, it credits 8%. And remember, we're doubling that to that benefit base, so up to 4 or 16%. So what's the threshold? Where's my threshold to get from 2 to 8? And the threshold is 10%. So it is 0 to 9.99 gets you 2, 10 or more gets you 8. Go back, do a little due diligence on the S&P 500. When it's down, you'll find it is double-digit down more often than these -3s, -4s. So that's why this inverse edge is a great opportunity for those flat and small years, or when you have those big double-digit negatives. It really provides more returns for that client. Again, we have marketing pieces on this that explain it and does a really good job of showing that for your client use. So let me get you my animations here. I apologize, I forget these every time. So now where does X mark the spot? Here's a couple of top competitors so that are in the industry, offering 150% on 122% of your premiums, but that bonus takes 10 years to fully vest. So is it really 122% of premiums? This is very straightforward. 200% interest credited based off your initial premium. So if you have 100,000 and it returns 7%, you get 14. If the next year it returns 6%, you get 12. Very simple, straightforward. So we have a standard 7% penalty-free withdrawal before the enhancement. So a little less than the other two, but when you look at competitor B, the higher of the premium or the current accumulation value, there's your unique moving parts that give the FIA the difficult name. Multipliers, yes, we have the multipliers. No, it's not for confinement. Our confinement is the waive your surrender penalties. Our multiplier is for clients that can't perform 2 out of 6 ADLs. Increasing only with competitors A and B, we offer you the choice. And you make that choice when you turn on your income. So also with our 10 basis points increase each year to the lifetime payout amount while you're deferring it, takes the guesswork of what age should I be buying this at? So, well, if you need protection and you want income further down the road now, buy it now. Buy the SDAX now. Show that with your client. So they have unique banding that make you try to time the age for the product and when you need income. Life doesn't have banding to it. Life doesn't have predictability on what is going to be in 10 years. You know, we help you address that predictability with flexibility. And then obviously we have that first to market inverse edge strategy that is not available with the top competitors. And we also have that first to market enhanced penalty free withdrawal schedule where they do not, which again gives you that ability to provide predictability in that income with a retirement that is dynamic as your client is. Again, I mentioned we have some great marketing pieces, and that X marks the spot and the inverse edge piece. We have all of that for you. So you have it for client purposes. We have for agent use only as well. Great pieces out there right from the North American website. You have access to those today. Contact Nicole or any of the team at Iams for that, or you can reach out to us here at the home office or just grab it off our website. And then finally, I'm going to turn it back over to Nicole. If there's any additional questions, please let me know, but I'm going to kick it back over to you.
Thank you, Brett. I hope you have all enjoyed this presentation. Very, very informative. We would like to thank you, Brett, for your time. And I am going to launch my last poll question. Would you like more information on the SPDX product? By answering yes, as I said, I will be following up with all of you at the end of the webinar, but by answering yes, I will get you emailed out the product brochure and any further illustrations or information that you might need. If you could go ahead and answer that question, we will be concluding our webinar. And it does not look like we have any questions. So on that, I will be reaching out to you all after this webinar concludes and getting you the information that you need. Thank you so much for your time and have a great day.
Thanks, Nicole. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Brett.